Good morning to one and all. My name is T. Naresh. I am from the branch Tripoli, and today's topic is about the subject network analysis, and the topic is explain small signal equivalent of MOSFET. When we talk about the subject, the main thing MOSFET we well known about was an influential topic in our. It was a well-known topic uh, for our course subject members. The MOSFET small signal model and equivalent circuit. As we discussed before, the output voltage for the MOSFET amplifier is non-linear towards the input voltage V out, which is equals to Vs minus K of V minus V whole square by 2 RL. Here, the figure number 1 shows the MOSFET amplifier, the small signal interpretation. This is non-linearity significantly complicates design development, so the linearity of the amplifier is more interesting from the designer point of the view. Small signal approximation states that at small time varying incremental amplification, the time changing component will be linear. Figure 2 depicts the transfer characteristics with small signal interpretation. In this situation, the incremental conductance is G is equals to K of VGS minus VTH, where G is the ratio between the input voltage and the current. Small signal gain is minus GRL. In order to calculate the incremental small signal response, we have to do a few calculations. We need to find out the large signal response for the certain DC operating point of the signal, and then we must use the Taylor approximation to obtain the small signal response for this operating point. Considering the circuit in terms of small signal approximation, we must put all the components to their operating value. Linearize the behavior of every circuit component at the operating point. Replace original circuit components with the linearized components. Some handbooks given the extensive explanation of the small signal approximation of different components of circuits like DC voltage and current sources. In general, we need to find out the small signal approximation of the circuit component. So its small signal deviation for this component is at some specific value for the operation of point x0. For the MOSFET amplifier, small signal approximation for the operating current is I0. The difference amplifier and its small signal model, the input resistance for this model will be Ri. The output resistance is R0. The current gain for this model will be power gain for this scheme will be. Let's consider the difference amplifier for high quality amplification. This difference amplifier consists of the operational amplifier and the resistor network. The output of the difference amplifier V0 is where AD is the difference mode gain and AC is the common mode gain. These can lead us to common mode rejection ratio for the amplifier. Here, the functional diagram for the difference amplifier analog is given, and based on that, we need to follow our calculations regarding to the subject of the